My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. On Christ the solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand, all other ground is sinking sand. When darkness veils his lovely face, I rest on his unchanging grace. In every high and stormy gale, my anchor holds within the veil. On Christ the solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand, all other ground is sinking sand. When he shall come with trumpet sound, oh, may I then in him be found, dressed in his righteousness alone, faultless to stand before the throne. On Christ the solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand, all other ground is sinking sand.
Hello, everyone. This is the longest that I have ever been without going to a church service. I'm guessing it probably is for you too. I don't like it. I bet you don't either. So many of us are stuck at home these last couple weeks. A lot of people can't go to work. Some people can. Maybe their job is essential, but still having to practice some distancing there. But for really all of us, we're not able to go out and do the things that we want to do right now. We can't go out to restaurants. We can't do any kind of entertainment outside the house. Maybe the only kind of outside contact we get at all is whenever we have to go to the grocery store to get some essential items. And it's not very much fun. I know I've talked to a lot of people over these last couple weeks, and we're just not enjoying it. People are starting to get a little bit impatient with being home. A lot of people are starting to go crazy, being by themselves for so long. But really the hardest part for a lot of us is that we're just not being able to be with our church family. We're not being able to worship together. And that's really, really difficult for a lot of us. I understand that. Believe me, I'm going through it too. But one thing that has really struck me about all of this is to realize that what we're going through right now is exactly what a lot of our shut-ins have been going through for a long time. Our widows, our widowers, people who can't get out of their houses, people who may be in nursing homes. What we're going through right now is just a small little taste of what their life has been like for so long. They can't get out of the house. They can't go and do whatever they want to do at the drop of a hat. They can't go maybe to restaurants. They can't do the entertainment. Most of all, they can't be with their church family to worship. And it's really, really hard on them. But the thing is, for us, we've been doing this for just 2 weeks now, and we're starting to go crazy. A lot of our shut-ins, our widows, our widowers, they've been living like this for years. And for most of us, we're hoping that in about a month or so, this will all be over. We're going to be able to go back to life as normal and things will get back to how they used to be. That's not going to be the case for our shut-ins, our widows, our widowers. They're going to continue to be living like this. So, my hope is that through all this quarantine and everything like it, maybe we're going to get a little bit more sympathy. Maybe we're going to be able to understand what some other people are going through. And we're going to realize just how difficult it is. And hopefully with some of that sympathy, it's going to change the way we act just a little bit. I'm reminded of a passage in James chapter 1. It's the very last verse of the chapter, verse 27. Here James says this: "Religion that is pure and undefiled before God the Father is this, to visit orphans and widows in their affliction, and to keep oneself unstained from the world." We have a lot of different definitions for religion. Some people think of it as kind of a checklist of things to do and not to do, almost like a set of rules. You don't do this, don't do that, but you make sure you do that, you do this, and if you'll follow those rules, that's practicing religion. Some people think of religion as the same thing as church attendance. Well, being religious means you go to church. Some people think religion is about a relationship with God. I think that one's much, much closer to the truth. But James here gives a very simple, practical definition for what he considers to be religion. One is about purity. It's keeping yourself away from all the sin that's around us. Extremely important to religion. I hope we're all doing that. But the other part of his definition of religion, the one that's more applicable to us specifically in this lesson tonight, is to visit orphans and widows in their affliction. To James, if you want to be practicing religion that is undefiled in the sight of God, that is pure to God, it's that you take care of the people who can't take care of themselves. It's that you're there for people who may not have anyone else to be there for them. It's to be there for widows and orphans. I would say it's to be there for the people who we are experiencing a little bit of what their life is like right now. It's for the people who can't get out and do what they want to do. It's to be there for the people who can't be at worship with us, who can't be at our gatherings, much like we can't right now. So, right now, during this time of quarantine, we're living just a little bit of what our shut-ins lives are like. And I promise you, it's just a small taste right now. For us, this is out of the ordinary. For them, this is what life is like. We understand now, hopefully just a little bit, about how maddening this can be. To not being able to go out and do what you want to do, to not be with your church family. It's tough. I know it is. I've talked to several of us during this time. It's hard on us. So, when life does get back to normal, when we don't have to be so worried about health and contagiousness and all that kind of stuff, whenever we can go visit folks, I hope you remember what this is like. And I hope it changes you. I hope that you will pick up your phone, give a phone call to one of these people who can't get out. Call one of our shut-ins, our widows, our widowers, somebody in a nursing home. Send them a card. That'll really brighten their day. I've talked to several people during these last couple weeks, just kind of reaching out and checking in on them. And the same thing is what I always get. It's that it means so much just that I would reach out to them and talk to them. Stay connected. So if it means that much to us right now, imagine how much it'll mean to somebody who's living like this for a long time and will continue to be. But even better than making a phone call or sending a card, go visit with them. Go to a nursing home. Go to somebody's house who can't get out and just sit with them for 30 minutes. Talk to them. Listen to them. Share life with them just for a little bit. And I'm telling you, it will make all the difference in the world to them. You will brighten their day so much. You know a little bit about what they're going through now. So let that change you. Let that make a big difference in how you are from here on out. Take this seriously, and let's practice true and undefiled, pure religion in the sight of God.
I care not today what the morrow may bring, if shadow or sunshine or rain. The Lord I know ruleth for everything, and all of my worry is vain.
Living by faith,
Yes, living by faith,
in Jesus above,
in Jesus above,
trusting,
confiding in His great love, yes, in His great love. From all harm safe in His sheltering arm, His sheltering arm. I'm living by faith and feel no alarm, feel no alarm. Though tempests may blow and the storm clouds arise, obscuring the brightness of light, by faith.
In Jesus above.
In Jesus above.
Trusting,
Confiding in His great love. Yes, in His great love. From all harm safe in His sheltering arm. His sheltering arm. I'm living by faith and feel no alarm. Feel no alarm. Our Lord will return to this earth some sweet day. Our troubles will then all be o'er. The Master so gently will lead us away beyond that blessed heavenly shore.
Living by faith.
Yes, living by faith.
In Jesus above.
In Jesus above. Trusting, confiding in His great love. Yes, in His great love. From all harm safe in His sheltering arm. His sheltering arm.
I'm living by faith.
I'm living by faith and feel no